Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now that we concluded the blessings by the priest, an overview of what we'll be doing today, we'll speakers ranging from family members to former students to dear friends who will share their life experiences and share some wonderful stories about their grandfather. So what we'll be doing next is, please could I invite the family members of Mrs. Sujatha Chinikrishadu and Dr. Sunita Rani Bantala up on stage, who will be providing blessings to my grandfather. Do you want to say something?
Ladies and gentlemen, మా మదర్ ఈ సంవత్సరం జూలైలో చనిపోయారు. సో ఆమె తరపున ఒక 1 minute సైలెన్స్ అనుకుంటున్నాము. దయచేసి అందరూ నిలబడాలి. ఒక 1 minute ప్లీజ్.
Thank you for observing the silence. Please could I ask you all to be seated? We will now start today's celebrations with a presentation by my sister, Dr. Latha Banthala Raja, who will share the biodata of my grandfather.
No. Is Safa sitting there? Or is he sitting on the wheelchair? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's me great all here today, and it also gives me great pleasure and honor to present the academic biodata of my Tata, Professor Dr. P. SIVARAMA Krishna Rao. Dr. P. SIVARAMA Krishna Rao was born into an affluent family in Nellore, Andhra, on 30th of April 1926. To summarize, how do you summarize a great man? He has 75 years of clinical experience and has treated patients with the utmost compassion and service, something which we all find very inspirational, something which we aim to follow. He has worked as a professor of medicine for 20 years, 9 years in Guntur and 11 years in Andhra. He has trained approximately 3,000 doctors during 20 years of professorship, which are now located around India and internationally, some of whom are with us today. He has visited and interacted with many hospitals in Western Europe, UK, USA, Oman, and the United Arab Emirates. He was awarded many prestigious fellowships, which include the Royal College of Physicians from Glasgow, Royal Society of Medicine from London, Fellow of the American College of Chest Physicians, International College of Angiology, Medical Sciences Academy in India, Fellow of Indian College of Physicians, Fellow of India Academy of Medical Sciences. This is only the summary of our great professor. The rest will now start. He qualified from his MBBS in 1950 from Stanley Medical College. However, before this, he did a BSc degree in biology, chemistry, and physics. From May 1951 to April 1952, he was a full-time resident medical officer, RMO, at Government General Hospital, Madras, or Chennai. April 1953 to 55, he was a postgraduate student in general medicine at Madras Medical College and Government General Hospital, Madras. In 1955 to October 65, he carried a long posting of a civil assistant professor of the Government of Andhra Pradesh. In 1961, he achieved his MD from Andhra University. From 1955 to 1961, he was a tutor in medicine and an assistant professor in medicine, headed the department at Andhra Medical College and King George Hospital, Visakhapatnam. 1961 to 1965, he was assistant professor of medicine and medical registrar at Rangaraya Medical College, Kakinada. And then from 1965 to 1985, he was a professor in Guntur and Andhra, as I've mentioned previously. And his legacy of 3,000 students for 20 years continues. He has also guided postgraduates in medicine for 20 years in research, focusing on topics of great interest, as well as clinical drug trials for common diseases. He was, from 1965 to 1974, he was entrusted with the full management of departments of social and preventive medicine, pharmacology and psychiatry during various time periods in Guntur Medical College and General Hospital attached. From 1968 to 1974, he was Professor of Medicine at Guntur, as mentioned, and Unit Chief Physician. As a superintendent of the Infectious Diseases Hospital as well, he built House of Hope in 1967 for patients from various non-government organizations, NGOs, and funds. This was inaugurated by the then Chief Secretary of AP. From 1966 to 1985, he was examiner for MBBS and MD students in 5 states in India, including the Madras University, where he was qualified from in Tamil Nadu, Odisha and Karnataka, etc. From 1974 to 85, he was a professor of medicine at Andhra. As well as his extensive clinical legacy, he also has many accolades from associations, conferences, chairing and speaking achievements to his name. He was a guest lecturer at various forums for 25 years and participated in research activities in different fields in medicine, leading to several publications. He presented in papers in international and national conferences like Association of Physicians in India, APCON, Medicon, Indian Association of Surgical Gastroenterology, and International Conference of Biometrology. He also chaired several of these sessions during his 25 years. So he organized IMA conferences in 1961, 1964, also presented a case on coma in 1964 as well. He was the member of the AP State Working Committee of IMA, Hyderabad, and Central Working Committee member of IMA in Delhi in 1962 and 64. 1969 onwards, he was a member of Association of Physicians of India. 1984, he was a member of Cardiology Society of India onwards. As you can see, I won't read all of these, as you can see, he has quite an extensive legacy of speaking at API, including conditions like Stoke-Adams syndrome, subarachnoid hemorrhage, hepatosplenomegaly. It shows his varied interest in general clinical medicine and how broad his knowledge base has been. In addition, he's also presented on peptic ulcer, chest pain, tropical diseases, and environmental pollution-related conditions as well. I like to call this a premature retirement because truthfully, he didn't actually retire. So on paper, he retired in 1985, but he continued to work in various capacities up until 2013. He was in Visakhapatnam primarily. He was a visiting physician to Golden Jubilee Hospital, to Port Trust Hospital, to Steel Plant General, to MMTC, to BHEL as well, and he was also the divisional medical referee at the Life Insurance Corporation. In addition to his premature retirement, he was also the member of the editorial board of the Journal of Association of Physicians of India. He was a member of Credentials Committee of India College of Physicians, member of Planning Board of Andhra Pradesh University of Health Science of Vijayawada, and he was a member of Academic Senate of Andhra University for 6 years until 2013, so not that long ago. In addition, when he moved to Rajahmundry with our family, he worked in Kim's Hospital, and to date, he will still treat and provide advice to patients and family members all across India. He regularly reads medical journals and keeps in touch with heads of department, presidents, and vice presidents of medical colleges. In addition to his vast experiences I've mentioned, he also was an avid tennis player and played in the All India Medical Colleges Tennis Tournament in 1963 in Kakinada. He's a fantastic speaker, as you all know, and was the gold medal for oration in Indian Medical Association Conference 82 and 89. In Visakhapatnam, he's won Best Social Doctor, Eminent Citizen, and he also extensively was a member of the Lions Club and was a zone chairman for 30 years, won the International President Award in 1974, district governor in 1981, and conducted health camps with the Lions Club for 30 years and retired as a deputy governor from the Lions Club. There is a copy of this article on a desk at the back, but this article from Vintage Vishaka in 2007 summarizes, I think, our great man. So, all of this has all led to this moment. During his superannuation period, he single-handedly authored a textbook published by JP Brothers, who are also present today, called Differential Diagnosis and Medical Therapeutics, a treatise on clinical medicine, and this was based on all his experience over time. The former Professor David R. London, former Royal College of Physicians UK, Professor Dr. I.V. Rao from the Vice Chancellor of the University of Sciences Vijayawada have written the foreword for the book. And as you can see also from the large board there are many outstanding review comments. 40 have been submitted for my Tata's book, and they have been received from within and outside India, including USA, Kuwait, and Sri Lanka. This is a picture taken from the book launch in New Delhi, and this is where my grandfather was facilitated by Dr. C.P. Thakur. As you can see also on the desk to your left, the various copies of the books are there. He has gone up to the 5th edition, which he completed in July 2025. And this was released in October 2025 in bookshops and online. I think it would be fair to say it's no mean feat for a man who is approaching 100 to have written a book of this caliber. Thank you all very much indeed.
Perfect. I would now like to invite my mother, Dr. Sunitha Rani Banthala, to provide our family biodata.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and a very warm welcome to you all. Today is a very special occasion as all of us come together to celebrate 100 years of my father, Professor Dr. P. SIVARAMA KRISHNA Rao Garu's life, who is truly a remarkable gentleman. What a great milestone to reach, and by God's grace, he continues to be compos mentis. He was born in Nellore in 1926 into an affluent family. He was the eldest of 3 sons of Mrs. Patnam Ramamma Garu and Mr. Patnam Venkaya Naidu Garu. He did his primary and secondary schooling in Nellore, and prior to completing his medicine, he acquired another most important qualification, and I'm not sure how many of you can guess this. That was qualification in marriage. He got married in 1946. My parents migrated to Andhra Pradesh from Tamil Nadu in 1955, where his career started, as we all heard from his academic biodata. Before we proceed any further, I would like to pay a very special tribute to my late beloved mother, Mrs. Kausalya S. Rao, who sadly passed away in July this year. She would have been an incredibly proud lady, and we all miss her and love her very much indeed. She was instrumental and pivotal for my father's professional success. Mom, I'm pretty sure wherever you are today, you are watching us silently and shrewdly, as always, with your blessings. Also, I would like to say a few words about our family. I have had 2 siblings. My elder sister, Mrs. Sujata, who married Dr. Chinni Krishnadu. They are blessed with 2 children, Kavita and Pratap. Kavita got married to Mr. Ravindra Babu, and they are blessed with 2 children, Dr. Apurupa and Dr. Jayasurya Srinivas. And Pratap was married to Uma Bharati, and they are blessed with 2 children, Miss Gayatri Ankita and Mr. Muni Karthik. Take that off, come on. Take that, yeah. I am the youngest of 3. I am married to Dr. Chandramohan Banthala. We are blessed with 2 children, Lata and Pramod Shankar Banthala. Lata is married to Dr. Hari Raja, and they have a 20-month-old son, Rishan, who is highly advanced mathematician known as the maths wizard. In fact, trust me, believe me or not, he stood state first in both SSLC and PUC, after which our lives were turned upside down. My parents demonstrated unremarkable endurance and resilience to move forward and continue to devote their lives to the rest of the family, and raised 2 more generations with my niece Kavita and great niece Apurupa. My father also channeled his energy in writing a textbook of medicine to help future generations of medical students, and trust me, he never looked back. I remember the typist visiting our home in the evenings, as there were no computers at that time. The paper is stuck. My father is a very hard-working man with integrity, honesty, and empathy, along with strong religious beliefs. He lived his life by principles that resonated with simplicity, kindness, and discipline. His guidance has shaped us to what we are today. One of the remarkable qualities that defined my father was unwavering support to the family, and he has been a steady anchor in our lives. Despite his busy schedule with his professional commitments, every time we came to India, especially when my children were very young, he used to come to Chennai airport from Visakhapatnam to help us. My father's sacrifices for our family are immeasurable. He was offered a job in US in 1960s, but after careful thinking and weighing the pros and cons, he rejected the offer purely to support children's education, as my brother was at the turning point of his career. He enjoyed playing tennis and badminton and watching cricket. Even today, when a good cricket match is on the television, he literally will watch television like anything. When he came to UK, he immensely enjoyed visiting Lord's Stadium and Wimbledon courts. My father always had a very good vision for future. He always used to tell me, today's 1 rupee will be worth of 1,000 rupees in a decade or two. Of course, he was not wrong at all. Yet, he was not really interested in earning money. He has more than 75 years of clinical experience and treated patients with utmost compassion and service as their main motto, with no lure or temptation for earning money, and without differentiating between rich and poor, and bestowing same attention in providing best patient care. As a result, he acquired the title of Dharmaraju Garu in Kakinada. To show their gratitude, on New Year's Day, we used to have bus full of patients with flowers, fruits, sweets, and cakes. Of course, my job was to distribute them to neighbors and eat them as well. When I was around 10 years old, I used to hear some activity several times at nights. Me being a bit nosy and proactive, I used to ask my mom what was happening. Then I came to know that my father was requested to see very ill patients in the middle of the night, and in order to do this, he had to cross River Godavari in the middle of the night with the help of a very small lantern or lamp. I remember that my mother and I used to pray that he should come home safely. Dad, I'm very proud to say he did not hesitate to put his life at risk to save other people's lives without asking for anything in return. Dad, we are incredibly proud of you for your kindness and generosity towards underprivileged people. He was known as a celebrity physician, a medical teacher of medical teachers, a doctor of doctors, an administrator par excellence, and the man of commitment for the society and the country. Simply, in a few words, he is a living legend. His inspiring academic pursuits and Thank you. His inspiring academic pursuits and the thirst for enriching medical knowledge with an intellectual curiosity as well as zeal to serve the needy in society always keeps him in front line as a crusader of medical field and tirelessly working for a better society, even though he is going to be a centenarian very soon. As he heard from his academic biodata, his monumental work on common clinical challenges and differential diagnosis and medical therapeutics was achieved single-handedly and continued with 5 editions. It's beyond my understanding how anyone can manage without Professor Dr. Google and social media this day and age. As he was committed to the publishers to finish the 5th edition by September He achieved his goal. In fact, earlier on this year in July, although he was grieving of losing my mother unexpectedly after being married for 79 years. Even to this day, we are all dependent on him, which speaks volumes. My parents have dedicated their lives to children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. We could not have asked any better parents. Dad, it's very hard to put in words how much you mean to us and everyone gathered here. Today, I stand here very proudly. I realize that we are true reflection of our parents' love, honesty, ethics, importance of hard work, dignity, and values they have taught us. You have given us a blueprint for living our lives with courage, grace, and joy. Today, we are truly blessed and fortunate to celebrate this great occasion in front of all his well-wishers. So, Daddy, thank you so much for everything you have done to us and always being there for us. Once again, massive congratulations to you and pray for your continued health and happiness and love. Your presence is a blessing to all of us. Last but not least is that all of us would like to thank my niece Kavita, her husband Ravindra Babu, and her children Dr. Apurupa and Dr. Jai Surya Srinivas for looking after my parents 24 hours a day with enormous care and love. Also, my sincere thanks to my sister Sujata and her family for their continuing support. And also, my sincere thanks to each and everyone for coming today and making this occasion extra special. I know some of you made it as a day trip, and I cannot thank you enough. And please, if I'm not day, once again, thank you all. Thank you.
I would now like to invite the students of Andhra Medical College to come up on stage to honour Dr. Professor P. SIVARAMA KRISHNA RAO. Please could all the former Andhra Medical College students come up on stage.
బాబు ఒక టేబుల్ ఫ్యాన్ అంటే దొరుకుతుందా? టేబుల్ ఫ్యాన్ ఆయన కొంచెం గాలి ఆడట్లేదు. ఏసీ కొంచెం పెంచువా నాన్న. ఏసీ ఆన్ చేసి టెంపరేచర్ తగ్గించు. అంటే ఎంతలో పెడతావు? 23లో పెట్టు. ఆయన కొంచెం రావాలి. ఆన్ చేసి
కృష్ణుడిలా కొంటె నవ్వుతో కాలేయ వ్యాధుల క్లాసు తీసినావు. రావు రావు మాకేమీ రావన్న వారిని వార్డుకు రప్పించి రక్తపోటు గురించి చెప్పినావు. సిండ్రోముల విశ్లేషణలతో స్టూడెంట్లను పరిచినావు. నలతో మంచు కురిసిన మల్లెపువ్వులా మెరిసినావు. పదవీ విరమణ పిమ్మట విరామం లేకుండా పుంఖానుపుంఖాలుగా పుస్తకాలు వ్రాసినావు. విశ్వవ్యాప్తిగా విద్యార్థులందరినీ చరక సంహితతో విజ్ఞత పంచినావు. నీ మంచితనంతో ముక్కోటి దేవతల ఆశీస్సులు పొందినావు. శతాయుషుతో కూడా తగ్గేదే లేదంటూ జ్ఞాన ఫలాన్ని అందించినావు. జీవన సాఫల్యం పొందినావు కాదా మా ప్రీతమ శివరామకృష్ణారావు. ఈ శుభ సమయంలో అందుకో గుంటూరు కాలేజీ మెడికల్ కాలేజీ కుటుంబ శుభాభినందనలు. ఇప్పుడు డాక్టర్ సోమరాజు గారు మా అందరి తరఫున వసంతాల గురువు గారికి శత పుష్పాంజలి సమర్పిస్తారు. స్టేజ్ ఎక్కే ముందే ఎవరు అన్నారు, వైజాగ్ మెడికల్ కాలేజ్ వాళ్ళు చాలా మంది వచ్చారు కదా, గుంటూరు మెడికల్ కాలేజ్ ఏంటంటే మేము కావాలనే రెస్ట్రిక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఎందుకంటే ఆయన మరీ క్రౌడ్గా ఉంటే ఎక్కువ మంది ఇబ్బంది కలుగుతుందో అనే ఉద్దేశంతో కొద్దిగా రెస్ట్రిక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాం. ఇప్పుడు డాక్టర్ సోమరాజు గారు మా అందరి తరఫున మాట్లాడతారు.
Good afternoon, everybody. I won't take much of a time except telling you that for most of us, what we are today, it's all because of the type of teachers that taught us, the type of mentors we had. Dr. Sivaramakrishna played a significant role in our careers to become what we are today. He is the one, when everybody was teaching the subject of medicine, he used to tell us attitudes. To the introductory chapter in medicine, namely the practice of medicine. That was 1970. Then we used to ask us, did anyone have to read the history of practice of medicine introductory chapter? None of us used to read. But he asked us to go back and read. That paragraph I'll tell you, because of him we read. No greater opportunity, responsibility or obligation can fall to the lot of one being than to become a physician. In the care of the suffering, he needs technical skill, scientific and human understanding. Who does well will build an enduring edifice within himself or herself. And the physician should ask of his destiny no more than. This paragraph inspired generations of physicians, including many of us sitting here. He is the one who gave us this clue that you must read this paragraph. Having said that, he is a perfect example of generalizing specialist, which medicine badly needs today. With English specialization, a lot of advances happened because of specialists. That generalizing outlook is lacking. He is a perfect example of generalizing specialist in medicine. Having said that, he also shared some lighter moments with him were there in Guntur. He used to come around very late, and Professor Chaudhary was his assistant professor. You may remember him. When he came for round, he used to ask Chaudhary what is blood pressure. Dr. Chaudhary used to say, "No, sir." Later we come to know blood pressure was never taken. So The difference, because the whole ward used to have only one BP apparatus by the 70s. Now we have many BP apparatuses, many kinds of measurement techniques, but it is measured wrongly now. That is the difference between that time to now. So wish you all the best, sir. You have to live longer than all that. And also, he was one of the teachers who lived 100 years. And his life is an example of lifestyle. So in other words,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please can I ask you all to take your seat. You can give the gifts later on after we finished all the speeches. We'll get Prem come on.
బిఎస్సి మరియు ఎంబీబీఎస్ పూర్తి చేశారు. అనంతరం ఆంధ్ర విశ్వవిద్యాలయం నుండి ఎండి పట్టా పొందారు. ఆయన కాకినాడ, గుంటూరు మరియు విశాఖపట్నంలోని ఆంధ్ర మెడికల్ కాలేజ్తో పాటు అనేక వైద్య కళాశాలల్లో ప్రొఫెసర్గా విభాగాధిపతిగా పనిచేశారు. అలాగే ఆంధ్ర మెడికల్ కాలేజ్ కింగ్ జార్జ్ ఆసుపత్రిలో మొదటి వైద్యుడిగా, విశాఖపట్నంలో అదనపు విద్య డైరెక్టర్గా కూడా ఆయన వివిధ బాధ్యతలు చేపట్టారు. సుమారు 30 సంవత్సరాల పాటు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రభుత్వ వైద్య సేవలు అందించారు. ఆయన వైద్య అనుభవం ప్రొఫెసర్ డాక్టర్ పి శివరామకృష్ణ గారికి 75 సంవత్సరాలు పైగా వైద్య అనుభవం ఉంది. రోగుల పట్ల అపారమైన ప్రేమతో సేవనే ప్రధాన లక్ష్యంగా భావించి చికిత్స అందించారు. విద్య మరియు వృత్తి అనుభవం ఆయనకు చాలా 20 సంవత్సరాల పైన ఆయన బోధన మరియు పరిశోధనలో నిమిత్తమై ఉన్నారు. సుమారు 3000 మంది వైద్య విద్యార్థులకు శిక్షణనిచ్చారు. 60 మంది మెడిసిన్ పోస్ట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్లకు పరిశోధనలో మార్గదర్శనం చేశారు. క్లినికల్ మెడికల్ రీసెర్చ్లో విశేష కృషి చేసి పర్యావరణ పరికరాలు అనే కొత్త పరిశీలన వెలుగులోకి తీసుకొచ్చారు. ఆయన గుంటూరు మెడికల్ కాలేజీలో సోషల్ అండ్ ప్రివెంటివ్ మెడిసిన్, ఫార్మకాలజీ, సైకాట్రీ విభాగాల అదనపు బాధ్యతలు, అంటువ్యాధుల ఆసుపత్రి సూపరింటెండెంట్గా ఉన్నప్పుడు 1967లో హౌస్ స్థాపన చేశారు. ఆయన ఇతర సేవలు గోల్డెన్ జూబ్లీ హాస్పిటల్ విజిటింగ్ ఫిజిషియన్, విశాఖపట్నం స్టీల్ ప్లాంట్ జనరల్ హాస్పిటల్ విజిటింగ్ ఫిజిషియన్, చీఫ్ మెడికల్ కన్సల్టెంట్గా వివిధ సేవలు అందించారు. ఆయన ఉన్నత విజయాలు 70 సంవత్సరాల అనుభవంతో డిఫరెన్షియల్ డయాగ్నోసిస్ అండ్ మెడికల్ థెరపటిక్స్, ఏ ట్రీటైజ్ ఆన్ క్లినికల్ మెడిసిన్ అనే గ్రంథాన్ని స్వయంగా రచించారు. ఆ పుస్తకానికి లండన్ రాయల్ కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఫిజిషియన్స్ చెందిన ప్రొఫెసర్ డేవిడ్ ఆర్ లండన్ గారు మరియు విజయవాడ యూనివర్సిటీ సైన్స్ ఆఫ్ మాజీ ప్రొఫెసర్ డాక్టర్ ఐవీరావు గారు ముందు మాటలు రాశారు. సో ఈ విధంగా మేము ఆయన రావడం మా అదృష్టంగా భావిస్తున్నాం. ఆయనకి ఇంకా మంచి హెల్త్, హ్యాపీనెస్ని భగవంతుడు ప్రార్థించాలని మేము కోరుకుంటున్నాం.
Can I invite Dr. Pedda Veeraraj Garu on the stage, please? Dr. Pedda Veeraraj Garu.
సభకు నమస్కారం. నేను మా గురువు గారి గురించి రాసిన కవితను మీ ముందు చదివి వినిపిస్తాను. నిశ్శబ్దంగా ఉండమని వినతి. శివరామకృష్ణరావు గారు, దేవుళ్ళు ముగ్గురు మీలోనే ఉన్నారు, దేవుళ్ళు ముగ్గురు మీలోనే ఉన్నారు, నిండే నూరేళ్ళి నాడు పండగను తలపించినేడు, నెల్లూరు నేలపై జననం, తెలుగు మాధ్యమంలో పఠనం, ఆ రోజుల్లోనే కళాశాలకు కారులో వెళ్ళిన వైనం, ఆ రోజుల్లోనే కళాశాలకు కారులో వెళ్ళిన వైనం, చెన్నైలో వైద్య విద్యాభ్యాసం, ఎన్నాళ్ళలో వైజాగ్లో ఉద్యోగం, కొన్నాళ్లుగా రాజమండ్రిలో నివాసం, వన్నె తరిగిన జిజ్ఞాస మీ సొంతం, టిప్ టాప్గా ముస్తాబు, అప్ టు డేట్గా జవాబు, నల్ల కళ్ళజోడుపై మోజు, నల్ల సూటుతో ఫోటోకి పోజు, టిప్ టాప్గా ముస్తాబు, అప్ టు డేట్గా జవాబు, నల్ల కళ్ళజోడుపై మోజు, నల్ల సూటుతో ఫోటోకు పోజు, ఆంగ్ల భాషపై ఆధిపత్యం, పరిశోధనలే అనునిత్యం, వేరే విధంగా ఆలోచించటం మీరు నేర్పే విద్యలో భాగం, వేరే విధంగా ఆలోచించటం మీరు నేర్పే విద్యలో భాగం, అనునిత్యం పఠనాసక్తి, పునశ్చరణపై అనురక్తి, ఎన్నో పరిశోధనా వ్యాసాలు, ఎన్నెన్నో బోధనా పురస్కారాలు, లెఫ్ట్ ఏట్రియల్ మిక్సోమా, క్రిప్టోకోకల్ మెనింజైటిస్ మాకు నేర్పిన మాస్టారు మీకెవరూ సాటిలేరు, మాకు నేర్పిన మాస్టారు మీకెవరూ సాటిలేరు, లయన్స్ క్లబ్తో అనుబంధం, లయన్స్ హార్ట్ మీ సొంతం, ఇష్టలను ప్రోత్సహించే తత్వం, కష్టాలకు కుంగిపోని వైద్యం, మితంగా భుజించడం, అమితంగా శ్రమించడం, ఒత్తిడి లేకుండా బతకడం 100 ఏళ్ల జీవిత రహస్యం, మితంగా భుజించడం, అమితంగా శ్రమించడం, ఒత్తిడి లేకుండా బతకడం 100 ఏళ్ల జీవిత రహస్యం, లక్ష్మీపుత్రునిగా జన్మించారు, సరస్వతీ మాతను పూజించారు, 100 ఏళ్ళు ప్రేమతో జీవించారు, ఎందరికో జీవనసారం పంచారు, 100 ఏళ్ళు ప్రేమతో జీవించారు, ఎందరికో జీవనసారం పంచారు. ధన్యవాదాలు.
Please can I invite Dr. P. Sudhakar on stage? That is Dr. P. Sudhakar. For coming very quickly.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. P.V. Sudhakar. I am a plastic surgeon and I was the professor head of the department for 22 years. And I was the principal Andhra Medical College for 5 years. And presently I am the secretary of the Andhra Medical College World Students Association. Sir was the first professor that I have seen in my career. On the first day of my admission, he is the one who conducted the physical fitness examination on me. And later, we grew very close and he is very fond of me. And I am very fond of him, in fact, and I pray the Almighty to give him enough strength to inspire all of us. On behalf of Andhra Medical College old students, I pray that he should have strength so that he will be blessing us always. Thank you very much.
Can I invite Dr. Ivy Rao on the stage, please?
Esteemed Dr. SIVARAMA garu and respected family members of Dr. SIVARAMA garu and all the associates, all his associates, all the guest invitees. My association with Dr. SIVARAMA garu dates back to nearly 50 years back, in the year 1973 to 1976, when I was doing my MD post-graduation, and he was our professor of medicine. He has a unique style of his own. Probably he was the only professor who was wearing coats to the hospital and medical college those days. And those days, the hospital's timings were from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. He was very unique in that he used to come at 10 o'clock and stay till 4 o'clock, while all others used to come at 8 and leave at 2. So he has a style of his own, not only in his dressing matters as well as his daily visits to the hospital. And he was a very good postgraduate teacher, and he was taking regular clinics to all the postgraduates. And again, there is a particular style of his own. When the case presentation was done by the postgraduates, particularly in a cardiovascular case, he used to give white paper slips to every postgraduate student, and they should all write down their own individual findings, whatever they have found on the patient, without discussing with the colleague postgraduates. Finally, all of them have put their impressions on the paper. He used to collect all the papers, and finally he used to give his final diagnosis. That means the final verdict that these are the findings in each case, in that particular case, and here you have made a mistake. So that is what he used to point out to every postgraduate student. So that's the keen interest that he was showing towards all his postgraduate students. And another remarkable feature is that he was writing this book, that is the symptomatology-based clinical diagnosis, and from the symptom, how to arrive at a clinical diagnosis. That has been very well elucidated in his clinical edition of this book, and he has produced 4 editions so far, and I understand that the 5th edition is shortly due. And I had the privilege to write the foreword for 3 editions of this book, and I was very much impressed by this book. And as a Vice Chancellor, I had the opportunity to recommend this book to the postgraduate students of various medical colleges, particularly not only in the government medical colleges, but also in the private medical colleges. So, what I finally would like to say is, Dr. SIVARAMA Rao was a very eminent teacher and a very astute physician. And he was a very good postgraduate teacher. And today, I would like to wish him all the very best in the days to come with very good health, peace and happiness, and I hope he'll have a very peaceful life many in the years to come. And I thank you all, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Dr. Ishwar will now say a few words.
Great privilege. I extend my heartful centenary birthday wishes to my beloved professor and teacher. We are all here, so many of his students in various capacities as professors, emeritus professors, as well as vice chancellors and so on forth. That speaks volumes of training and dedication and intensity of involvement in teaching. He himself is a monumental doyen and a great figure in the medical teacher. The teacher word is aptly fit to him because the word teacher, guru, comes, go means darkness dispelling away. He is a professional professor of great intelligence, involvement and commitment and integrity, which are responsible for making his students to diligently search and serve the poor. On this occasion, it's my great privilege to witness it. I cherish it for a long time to come it, and his family members deserves a kudos for arranging this great function for all his students union. I wish him and his family members a healthy and happy, prosperous future. Thank you.
I'll just try and get the next person on the stage. Dr. S.K.E. Apparao will now be saying a few words.
మిత్రులారా, ఈ సభకు ఇచ్చేసిన అందరూ మా మాషారు 100 years ఫంక్షన్ ఇంతమంది వచ్చినందుకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది మాకు. మాషార్ ఆంధ్ర మెడికల్ కాలేజీలో టీచర్గా ఉన్నప్పుడు మేమంతా స్టూడెంట్స్మి. నేను ప్రస్తుతం ఆంధ్ర మెడికల్ కాలేజ్ ఓల్డ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అసోసియేషన్ ప్రెసిడెంట్గా వచ్చాను. ఈరోజు కనీసం ఆంధ్ర మెడికల్ కాలేజ్ నుంచి 45 members వచ్చి మాషార్ వేడుకలో పాలు పంచుకోవడం చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉందండి. కానీ ఒక విషయం, ఈరోజు 100 years అయినా సరే ఆయన ప్రతి స్టూడెంట్ కూడా గుర్తుంచుకోవడం అనేది చాలా, అంటే ఈ అనుభూతి అందరూ పంచుకుంటున్నారు. నన్ను గుర్తుపట్టారని ప్రతి వాళ్ళు చెప్పుకోవడంలో అన్న సంతోషం బహుశా ఇలాంటి అకేషన్ ఎప్పుడు చూడలేమో అని అనిపిస్తుంది నాకు. మాకైతే ఎలా ఉంది, ఏదో ప్రొఫెసర్ అవార్డు వచ్చినట్టుంది అన్న ఫీలింగ్తో ఉన్నాం మేమంతా. సో మాషార్ యొక్క దినచర్యలో ఆయన ఏం చేశారు, ఆయన ఎలాగైతే ఇంత మెమరీలో ఉన్నారంటే మా ఐవీరావు గారు చెప్తున్నారు, ఇది జెనెటికల్ మ్యాజిక్ అప్పారావు, జీన్స్లో ఉంటుంది అంటే. కానీ అందులో ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం కూడా ఇంపార్టెంటే. జెనెటికల్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఇస్తారు, దాన్ని ఎలా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారు, ఎలాగ ఆయన లైఫ్ స్టైల్లో ఇంత మెమరీని తీసుకొచ్చారంటే ఆయన ఎప్పుడు పరిగెట్టలేదు విషయాల గురించి. చాలా కాంపాక్ట్గా కష్టపడి సైంటిఫిక్గా అప్రోచ్ అవ్వడం అనేది ఆయన అప్రోచ్. దానివల్లే ఆయన ఇంత పెద్ద మహోన్నతమైన దశకు చేరుకొని ఇంతకాలం హెల్దీగా బతుకుతూ ఇంకా చాలా కాలాలు బతకాలని చాలా కోరుకుంటూ ఈ సభా అవకాశం నాకు ఇచ్చినందుకు చాలా సంతోషం అండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll just finish off. Mr. P.V. Rao will now come on stage and say a few words. Thank you. Sorry, it's gone a bit.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి. లాస్ట్ 2 hours నుంచి నేను అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తుంది ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ వచ్చిన ప్రతి వ్యక్తి కూడా ఈ డాక్టర్ గారు ఉన్న రెస్పెక్టు, అడ్మిరేషను, లవ్, ఎఫెక్షన్తో వచ్చారు. దట్ ఈస్ ఎ గ్రేట్ ట్రిబ్యూట్ టు ది గ్రేట్ శివరామకృష్ణ గారు. ఆయన ఒక వ్యక్తిగా మనం చూడటం కంటే ఆయన ఒక శక్తిగా చూడాలి. మెడికల్ ఫీల్డ్లో కానివ్వండి, మిగతా రోజువారీ సంబంధించిన జ్ఞానంలో కానీ వాడు అడ్వైజర్లో కానీ ఆయన ఎంతో నిష్ఠాతులు. నేను ఎప్పుడు అనుకుంటాను డాక్టర్ గారికి మిగతా డాక్టర్లకి, ప్రొఫెషనల్స్కి వచ్చినట్టుగా పద్మ అవార్డ్స్ ఎందుకు రాలేదు అని. నౌ ఐ రియలైజ్ దట్ ఈవెన్ గాంధీ డజంట్ గెట్ నోబెల్ ప్రైజ్. దట్ డజంట్ మీన్ దట్ హూ కెన్ టేక్ అవే గాంధీస్ వర్చ్యూస్. This is like our Sivaramkrishna Rao garu. He is a great legendary, luminary doctor. Even at this age, his mental agileness is very great. I want to share my personal experience. 2 weeks back, my wife fell sick and admitted to hospital in Hyderabad, Apollo. And doctors are coming, attending and prescribing. But we always take his advice. And he is the doctor. Why he is giving all these medicines? Just tell them, you skip these things, only confine few tablets. That is his greatness. Even today, he keeps on asking, how is he? He was asking when I met him, how is she? Such a great person. We don't get that type of person nowadays. We always pray God to give him all the strength to carry forward further. Thank you.
I would now like to invite Dr. P. Ramana Rao to say a few words.
సభకు నమస్కారం. నేను డాక్టర్ వై రాంప్రసాద్, డెర్మటాలజిస్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ విశాఖపట్నం. గురువుగారు, ఆయన గురువుగారే కాదు, నాకు తండ్రి వంటి వారు, అన్నగారు వంటి వారు. అంటే మా ఫాదర్కి ఆయనతో రిసెంబ్లెన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. చాలా ఎఫెక్షనేట్గా ఉండేవారు. నేను రాజమండ్రిలో ఉన్నప్పుడు నేను ఆయన ఫ్రీక్వెంట్గా ఆయనతో టచ్లో ఉండేవాడిని. ఆయన యోగక్షేమాలు కనుక్కుంటూ ఉండేవాడిని. తర్వాత నా వైఫ్ గురించి, ఆవిడ మెడిసిన్ ప్రొఫెసరు, అమ్మాయి ఎలా ఉంది అని అడుగుతూ ఉండేవారు. పుస్తకం గురించి చెప్పమనేవారు. తర్వాత మా బ్రదరు నరసింహరావు గైనకాలజిస్ట్, ఆయన గురించి కూడా తరచుగా అడుగుతూ ఉండేవారు. చాలా ఎఫెక్షనేట్గా ఉండేవారు. ఆయన అప్పట్లో ఆయన స్టైల్ నాకు ఇన్స్పిరేషన్గా ఉండేది. ఒక ప్రొఫెసర్ అంటే ఇలా ఉండాలనిపించేది. చక్కగా నల్లటి కళ్ళద్దాల సూటు, స్టైలు, మంచి ఇంగ్లీషు, చాలా ఫ్లూయెంట్ ఇంగ్లీషు, చాలా ఎఫెక్షనేట్గా ఉండేవారు స్టూడెంట్స్తోను. వే ఆఫ్ టీచింగ్. నేను ఆయనతో పెద్ద అసోసియేషన్ కాకపోయినా వాళ్ళ అమ్మాయి, వాళ్ళ మనవరాలు నాకు ఫోన్ చేసి, సార్ ఎప్పుడు మీ పేరే నోట్లో ఉంటుందండి అన్నారనమాట. నాకు అది హయ్యెస్ట్ అనిపించింది. నేను ఫిజిషియన్ కాకపోయినా ఆయనతో పెద్ద ఫిజిషియన్స్ కన్నా ఎక్కువ నా మీద అటాచ్మెంట్ ఉన్నట్టుగా ఆయన మాట్లాడారు. ఆయనకి 100 సంవత్సరాలు కాదు, ఆయన ఫర్ ఎవర్ జీవించి ఉండాలి. సొసైటీకి ఆయన ఉపయోగపడే ఆయన సేవలు. గ్రేటెస్ట్ పర్సన్. ధన్యవాదాలు.
Dr. Narasimha Rao will now say a few words.
నేను డాక్టర్ వైఎల్ నరసింహరావు, ఫార్మర్ ప్రొఫెసర్ ఆఫ్ గైనకాలజీ అండ్ హెడ్ ఆఫ్ ది డిపార్ట్మెంట్, ఆంధ్ర మెడికల్ కాలేజ్. మాస్టర్కి మేము అండర్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్లో స్టూడెంట్ని. మాస్టర్ అప్పుడులోనే మాకు ఆ వార్డులో ఓపీ క్లినిక్స్కి వచ్చారు. పేషెంట్ భుజం మీద వీపు మీద తట్టి, ఇది కన్సల్టేషన్ అబ్బా అనేవారు, ఇది క్యావిటేషన్. మాకు చాలా ఆశ్చర్యంగా ఉండేది. మేము స్టెప్స్కోప్ పెట్టి నానా కష్టాలు పడుతుంటే మేము తెలియట్లేదు. మాస్టర్ పేషెంట్ చూడగానే లేకపోతే ఈ మీద ప్యాక్ చేయగానే చెప్పారు అని అందరం మేము చెప్పుకునే వాళ్ళం. ఆ తర్వాత వార్డర్స్లో కూడా మేము ఎప్పుడైనా ఈయన స్టైలు, ఆయన కమాండింగ్ నాలెడ్జ్ని ఆయన అప్పుడు ఈయన టైగర్ అని పిలిచేవాళ్ళం స్టూడెంట్లు. ఆయన టైగర్గా మెడిసిన్లో టైగర్ అనుకునేవాళ్ళం అనమాట. తర్వాత క్లినిక్స్లో కూడా నేను వార్డులో కానీ మేము ఏం చెప్పినా చాలా అప్రిషియేట్ చేసేవారు, ఆయన ఎంకరేజ్ చేసేవారు. ఒకసారి వార్లెస్లో నేను ప్రశ్నకి చక్కగా ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యి ఉండటం వల్ల బాగా చక్కగా చెప్తే రేడియోలో చెప్పినట్టు చెప్పారు అని. అంటే ఆ మాటలు ఇప్పుడు గుర్తుంటాయి నాకు. ఎప్పుడైనా ఓహో నేను కూడా బాగా చెప్పగలను, ప్రజెంట్ చేయగలను, మాస్టర్ ఆ రోజు మెచ్చుకున్నారు అని. అలాగా మాకందరికి కూడా ఆయనతో ఆ ఎంకరేజ్మెంట్ గుర్తుంటుందన్నమాట. ఆ తర్వాత కాలంలో పోర్ట్ హాస్పిటల్లో ఆయన విజిటింగ్ కన్సల్టెంట్గా ఉన్నప్పుడు నేను గైనకాలజిస్ట్గా ఉండేవాడిని. మాకు ఏ విధమైన సెమినార్ జరిగినా ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యేవారు. ఒక ఆబ్స్టెట్రిక్స్ టాపిక్ అయినా కూడా, ఆయన జనరల్ మెడిసిన్ అయినా కూడా మాకంటే ఎక్కువ ప్రిపేర్ వచ్చి మేము మిస్ అయిన టాపిక్స్ ఆ పలానా శాస్త్రం చెప్పలేదు ప్రీ ఎక్లాంప్స్కి, దాని లేటెస్ట్ జర్నల్స్ అని త్వరగా చదువుకొచ్చి మాకు చెప్తూ ఉండేవారు. తర్వాత కాలంలో కూడా మా రిలేటివ్స్ని కూడా తీసుకెళ్ళి చాలామంది సూపర్ స్పెషలిస్టులు ఆయన డయాగ్నోస్ చేసి వాళ్ళని క్యూర్ చేశారు. అది వాళ్ళకున్న కాన్సెప్ట్, ఓవరాల్ నాలెడ్జ్ అనమాట ఆ జనరల్ మెడిసిన్ డాక్టర్స్కి. తర్వాత కాలంలో కూడా ఆయన రాయమండ్రిలో మేము కాంటాక్ట్ మమ్మల్ని గుర్తుంచేవారు. మేడం మెంబర్స్ గ్రాండ్ డాక్టర్ కవిత, సునీత గారు అందరూ కూడా ఇది ఫ్యామిలీ చక్కగా ఆర్గనైజ్ చేసి మాస్టర్ని మేమందరం ఇలా గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేసుకోవడానికి అవకాశం ఇచ్చినందుకు చాలా ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాం.
We had a very landmark event in the celebration of 100 years of Andhra. When I entered the medicine as a medical student, the rocky buildings of Andhra Medical College fascinated me. Even now it fascinates me. Another important landmark is when I entered my MD General Medicine first year postgraduate, I saw a solid, suave person, erudite, bespectacled, well-dressed personality who happens to my guru, Dr. P. SIVARAMA. P. SIVARAMA, I have worked with him for a few months as a first-year postgraduate. Just like Rahul Dravid of Indian cricket, highly skilled, highly professional, highly compassionate, believed in bedside teaching, had compassion for patient care. For example, like you were regarding patient care, we had a diabetic ketoacidosis. He made it a point that all the postgraduates by turns for first 2-3 days of patient should be there by the patient bedside. That is the amount of care you should take for patients. We learnt a lot of things from this great man. He instilled us patience, compassion, discipline, and willing to learn from the patients. We have a cinema known as Thammanavadu. In my student days, it was a great hit. See, Tata Manavulandaru kuda ee function a great hit chesaru. I congratulate all the organizers, especially his kith and kin, who made all of us come here and pay salutation to a great teacher, a great man who has to remember in our lives forever. We treasure these memories forever from the students of Andhra Medical College, Visakhapatnam.
I would now like to. I would now like to invite my grandfather, Professor Dr. P. SIVARAMA KRISHNA RAO, to say a few words.
I am Dr. Professor SIVARAMA KRISHNA RAO, retired and settled in Rajbandri. My life journey started from Nellore, moved to Madras for higher education, including medical education. Then I joined services, Andhra Pradesh Medical Services, worked in Guttur, Kakinada and Visakhapatnam, and retired, and I am now in Rajbandri. So 30 years stabilization of the career, 30 years service, 30 years, 40 years retirement. Total 100, 30, 30, 40. So those 100 years have been distributed like that. I have done so many things in the places where I worked. Oh God, I don't know. In Kakinada, I conducted inter-medical collegiate tournaments, all India. I conducted All India Indian Medical Association conference in Kakinada. In Guttur, I was instrumental for the medical exhibition. Then Chief Minister P. National congratulated me. And then, as cultural president, I was instrumental for a dramatic award for the Guntur students. A tragedy. That I wanted to play on the college day. Some people objected. No, sir. I said I must go through. Then the student said, we'll see how you are going to conduct. Through somebody. I said, I'll alert my colleagues. There is pin drop silence throughout the tragedy, drama. So that was a story in Guttur. And then Kakinada, I told you, in Visakhapatnam, I was going to various colleges as examiner. In Manipal, the professor was telling at the time, ever since Sri Ramakrishna started coming, people are reading. The other external examiner said, if that will be true, I congratulate him. So, and then another student of mine had gone to Delhi for central services. That committee member asked, who was the guide? So and so. No questions, go. No questions, go. Koya, his name is Koya. Poor late Koya. He said, late Koya, no questions, go. Then another instance I can tell, I was talking with the professor of pediatrics at the Andhra Medical entrance. Some lady student has come to see him. He asked, you know this man? Don't know. What medical student you are? If you don't know Sri Ramakrishna, how can you be a medical student? He said, the professor said like that. So, I don't have to mention so many things, but these are all things happen.
What is your message?
Your message to the
Your
audience.
message.
Huh?
Message to the audience.
ఏం చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నావు ఆడియన్స్కి మెసేజ్ అడ్వైస్
And what is your secret to live for 100 years? And your secret to living
My heartfelt message is, I am thrilled to see so many people here gracing the occasion. I am really thrilled. It is nothing but a 100-year festival. 100-year festival.
Please could I ask you all to stand and raise a round of applause for my grandfather, Professor Dr. P. SIVARAMA Krishna Rao.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. We'll cut the cake now.
We'll cut the cake now.
Auntie, I want to speak some. Good afternoon, everyone. My Kavita Rao to speak few words about my great-grandfather.
Good afternoon, respected ladies and gentlemen. As enough information are already being given about the legendary man Dr. P. SIVARAMA Krishna Rao Garu, my grandfather, I would like to speak about the true, special, precious bond I share with him. He is not only my grandfather, but also father and everything to me. I was brought up and raised by my grandparents. I am the second person after my late grandmother to spend more time with him, as many as 50 years, equal to my age, and not even a single day passed without hearing his voice, whether I am in or out of station. He always kept in touch with me and tried to know about my whereabouts. Thank you, Grandpa, for always being there for me, for your unconditional love and support in all the ups and downs of my life. Your guidance, wisdom, and the values you have instilled in me have shaped me to the person I am today. You are the best grandfather I could ever ask for. Your amazing and wonderful personality is truly an inspiration to me. As years progressed, he became more and more active. On anyone, but we are dependent on him. Grandpa, I am very grateful for your kindness and the sacrifices you have made by shifting to Rajamundry, leaving behind your own house and your medical practices for the sake of my daughter's studies. No words to express my gratitude. You are the light of my life. You encouraged me to become a doctor, but in spite of my best effort, I could not succeed. But I am proud that both my children are your fourth generation doctors. My daughter, Dr. Rautu Aparupa is an ophthalmologist and son Dr. Jayasurya Srinivas Rautu MBBS and aspiring to become general physician, carrying forward his legacy. Grateful to God for blessing me with this rare opportunity to speak centenary celebrations of my grandfather. Special thanks to Auntie Sunita, Uncle Chandar Mohan Garu, Lata Pramod and my daughter Rautu Apurupa for working hard to make this function possible. And sincere thanks to all the doctors who came from far places to honor grandfather, and to each and every family member and friends who supported us to make this function success. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for attending the function. Now I want to say a few words about my great-grandfather. So, we are truly blessed to have, to celebrate his 100 years glorious 100 years. You have already heard about him, his remarkable legacy and achievements. So today I share the special bond I had with him in my praise, especially in my heart. Amma తాత నన్ను పెంచారు. చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి నేను దగ్గరే పెరిగాను. నా స్టడీస్, నా బ్రాటప్, నాకు అన్నీ ఒక మదర్ ఫాదర్ దాకా చూసుకున్నారు. ఎప్పుడు నాకేం కావాలంటే ఆ నిమిషానికి నాకు తెచ్చిచ్చేవారు. దే ఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ వెరీ యాక్టివ్లీ ఇన్వాల్వ్డ్ ఇన్ మై లైఫ్ in his 80s and 90s, and still he is. Every day నాకు కాల్ చేస్తారు, నేను ఎక్కడున్నా కూడా తిన్నావా ఒక్కటే అడుగుతారు, తిన్నావా అంటే. వితౌట్ దిస్ వర్డ్స్ ఐఎమ్ నథింగ్. నా పేరెంట్స్ టీచర్ మీటింగ్ నుంచి నా అవార్డ్స్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్, నేను ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఏమున్నా ఎలా ఉన్నా ఆయన వల్లే. I became all, my wholeheartedly I want to say, I'm nothing without my great-grandfather. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for attending this function and make it big, huge success. I hope he's very happy with this. Thank you everyone. Please have lunch. Let's.
Okay, we will now be cutting a very special cake for my grandfather.
Sunita, can you come on the stage, please? Okay. Sujata garu, Babulu. Wow. Can you hold it, Babu?
Okay, ready, smile. मैडम कुछ क्लोज डाउन अंడి ఓకే రెడీ రెడీ సార్ రెడీ Should do promo shoes. Promo shoes here.